time as the Great War, officially ended when the Treaty of Versailles was signed on June 28, 1919, in the Palace at Versailles, outside of the town of Paris, France. However, fighting ceased 7 months earlier when an armistice, or a temporary cessation of hostilities, between the Allied nations and Germany went into effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. For that reason, November 11th, 1918 is generally regarded as the end of the war to end all wars. In November 1919, President Wilson proclaimed November 11th as the first commemoration of Armistice Day with the following words: "To us in America, the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service, and with gratitude for the victory, both because of the thing which it has freed us, and because of this opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the Council of Nations." The original concept for the celebration was for a day to be observed with parades and public meetings, and a brief suspension of business. The recurring anniversary of this day should be commemorated with thanksgiving and prayer, and exercises designed to perpetuate peace through goodwill and mutual understandings between nations. A proclamation was also issued, calling for the American flag to be on display on all government buildings, and for the day to be observed in schools and churches or other suitable places, with appropriate ceremonies of friendly relations with all other peoples. An act approved on May 13, 1938, made the 11th of November in each year a legal holiday, a day to be dedicated to the cause of world peace and to be thereafter known and celebrated as Armistice Day. Armistice Day was primarily a day set aside to honor veterans of World War I, but in 1954, after World War II had required the greatest mobilization of soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen in the nation's history, after American forces had fought aggression in Korea, the 83rd Congress, at the urging of veteran service organizations, amended the Act of 1938 by striking out the word armistice and inserting in its place the word veterans. With approval of this legislation, on June 1st, 1954, November 11th became a day to honor American veterans of all wars. Veterans Day continues to be observed on November 11th, regardless of what day of the week on which it falls. The restoration of the observance of Veterans Day to November 11th not only preserves the historical significance of the day, but helps focus attention on the important purpose of Veterans Day, a celebration to honor America's veterans for their patriotism, love of country, and willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. Since Veterans Day is a day of national prayer over our country's veterans, both past and present, Cassandra Dorder will now offer a prayer over them, followed by Taylor Wright.